Hello, Lagos. Let's get to talking. Welcome to Hard Facts. It's 6 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour, and you know what time it is. It's time for your Hard Facts. And as usual, we show with the big three stories for today. All of these stories are depending on the covers of our newspapers or on social media. All these are conversations you're having in your tiny little group. And so we bring it to the fore so you can jaw with me on these stories. Tell me exactly how you feel about them. And of course, we're always talking for development. Welcome to the show. Today we will be looking at two big issues. First, on the glass ceiling, we'll be talking about the drop. Girl child education is very important, 7.5 million. And that's the one been accounted for. There might be more of these girls who have no access to education. And what does this mean for the future of our girls in this country? Something we're going to be talking about. I will be having, I beg your pardon, an educationist in the studio with me about this later. And of course, on Balogun and Broad, we'll be on Broad Street today. And we're going to be talking inflation, part 2. But this time, we're looking at this plan by the federal government to get $10 billion. Try to see if they can stabilize the Naira. How is that going to happen? We'll be talking about it with economists on the show. It's packed one for you, Lagos, and it's going to be a beautiful one. It's Mary Okon welcoming you to the Big Three on Hard Facts. Let's take a deep dive.
This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
There's a reason over 1 million people tune into Hearts every day. We discuss stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court
has convicted suspended the Chicago certificate story is never going away, is it?
Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was missing her pen without knowing that.
You should not feel happy because they're too happy about it.
It's quite bad the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Marianne Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, let's get into the big stories for today. Big story here: multiple taxation. Tinubu asks panel. Tinubu's panel asks government to drop 190 taxes. OPS also is blaming states. We'll get into that story. In a move to eliminate multiple taxation, the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms has proposed the stoppage of 190 taxes choking businesses in the country. Now, the panel presented its quick win report to President Bola Tinubu, who endorsed it. Its far-reaching recommendations on tax and fiscal policies during a brief ceremony at the presidential villa in Abuja yesterday. The organized private sector, which backed the proposal of the committees, blamed states for the multiple taxation in the country. The OPS lamented that multiple taxes had compounded the rising production cost, leading to reduced profit margins, supply chain disruptions, and a reduction in consumer spending. So, is this a welcome development? I mean, because especially for those who are doing businesses, is this where you heave that sigh of relief? Well, let's move away from that. I'll let you think about that. This one's Senate probes 11.35 trillion naira spent on rehabilitation of refineries. Gang, gang. Yes, this is a story that, of course, will tickle the fancy of everybody because people keep talking about, let's do something about the refineries. When are we going to fix the refineries? But then, monies are always earmarked for the fixing or the turnaround maintenance of these refineries. But half the time, no one accounts for it. We're not even sure that this happened because really, I think the question I always ask is who has the oversight function? Who's saddled with the responsibility of checking that these jobs are being done? And don't forget that people are getting salaries in refineries that do not work. Oh, what a country. Anyway, let me give you some background. Apparently, the Senate on Tuesday constituted an ad hoc committee to investigate all contracts awarded for rehabilitation of the 4 moribund refineries. Underline the word moribund. Yeah, but then there are people who get salaries, by the way. Now, the Deputy Senate President, Barau Jibril, who presided over the plenary, set up the committee after Sunday Karimi Kogi moved a motion to invest in turnaround maintenance projects of the Nigerian refineries to forestall waste of public resources. Mr. Jibrin appointed the senator representing Kogi East, Isa Jibrin, as the committee chairman, while the state committees on petroleum resource downstream, upstream gas, finance, appropriation, and public accounts members. Other members of the committee include Abdullahi Yahya PDP Kebbi, Adamu Aliero Kebbi, Ifanyu Ba APC Nambra, and Karimi, who is of the APC in Kogi. He also directed that the committee should submit findings to the Senate within 4 weeks. My question is, what do you expect the Senate's probe on 11.35 trillion? Because that's a lot of money. Are we going to get anything from it, and will we see this to a conclusive? Again, it's one thing for the Senate or representatives or our legislatures to come up with these probes. Do we just stand by and say what comes of it, or are we going to mount pressure to make sure that something comes of it? I'll let you do. And my final story before I open up the phone lines: senators to get SUVs, but don't worry, it's for bad roads. That did make me giggle. I mean, I literally giggled when I first heard that story, and I was like, really? It's for bad roads? Wait a minute. Why do we have bad roads? It's our government's, right? Oh dear. Anyway, let me give you some background. Senators have defended their decision to purchase 360 sports utility vehicles for themselves. They cited durability and ability of the SUVs to withstand poor bad road conditions in Nigeria as the reason for their choice. I'm just going to leave it there. Make of it what you will. Let's talk Lagos. 0700 993 993 993 0700 993. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp. You can send us a message on WhatsApp. We're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. We'd like to hear from you. So post your comments on the live stream. We'd like to read from you. On Twitter, which is X, use the hashtag HardFacts. Lagos, if you're a lady, call Lou 014657190. Hello.
Good afternoon, Marianne.
Good afternoon. Please don't shout.
Okay, it's Professor Koboko.
Mm-hmm. They've given you professor.
Professor, I'm now a Professor E. Esquire. They're supposed to cut and stop all the taxes because the one that have been collecting no light, no road, no agriculture, no university transformation. 2, the offer my group October 2020. Where is the money? Where is the outcome? The moment that they want to prove for refinery is useless and unful for me. SUV that is for bad road. Who is supposed to delegate? Are they not supposed to represent us and start and talk about the bad road to be fixed? They are now buying 150 million. Telling me it's a bad road. People that are entering place, people that are never traveled to their constituency in 3 or 4 years. You are now using 150 million. Tell me something about bad road. Let me go on Ulubuiwa. When Nigerians are tired, they will not take their attention into their hands.
Okay.
And it's very, very near. It's very, very near.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please try not to shout. You give me a headache half the time. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. They want to investigate Ahmadis.
Hello. Are you there? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Chris. You have to call me back. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear.
Yeah.
My little contribution.
What's
to
your name,
this
please,
matter
and where are
is
you
that,
calling from?
When somebody allows conscience to die.
Sorry, sir. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
Okay, my name is Chuz. I'm calling from Kenya.
Go ahead.
When you continue doing something, succeeded in allowing your conscience to die, that is what you get as a result. They are not even ashamed to mention bad road as one of the factors why they want to acquire that vehicle. If they are doing their work, we will have bad road. Thank you, my sister. Good afternoon.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Marianne. How's it?
Oh, my goodness. Where are you calling me from?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Perfect. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Jonathan is mine.
All right, Jonathan, go ahead, please.
Well, we spoke in the morning. It's unfortunate that senator that spoke, that was talking all those, I don't want to call it trash anyway. I think they are taking us for a ride. And I think those kind of senators should never be a senator at all. It's not his fault anyway, speaking that you are buying SUV because there are bad roads. You are further dizzying us out here. Okay, so we don't have who to complain to. Anyway, they would normally call you here, Miriam. They call you on this floor. It's very unfortunate the kind of people that are leading us. In this kind of era, you are spending 160 million to buy a vehicle that all of us are struggling out here, and you are still talking. You are shamaying to us. Very unfortunate.
Okay, thank you very much for calling.
Thanks, Miriam.
All right, appreciate it. All right, if you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, and these are the big three stories for today. We're asking you what your thoughts are on these stories. First story, in case you're just joining us, multiple taxation. Tinubu panel asks government to drop 190 taxes. OPM is also blaming states for these multiple taxations. Away from that, we're talking about the refineries. The Senate has decided that they're going to probe the 11.35 trillion naira spent on rehabilitation or turnaround maintenance of these refineries. I'd like to also add that there are people who work in these refineries who are getting paid salaries every other day, but these refineries have not been working. And I like to also add the word moribund state of the refineries, underline the word moribund, but there are people working there. So yes, is this a welcome development for you? And will we see this to a logical conclusion? Or is this one of those things that we hear and then nothing, comes off it? I'd like to hear from you. And then, of course, on the very famous SUV story, senators are saying that, don't worry, these SUVs, we're only getting it, not because we want it, but because, we need it for the bad roads. And I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, is this good enough excuse? 0700 993 993 993. If you're a lady, call 01 465 7190. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Miriam, how are you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Lucky. I'm coming from Lake Erie.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk on the refineries.
Okay.
Our leaders, the Senate or whatever, they've not been good to us, because if one time they have proved the NBDC of the mic issue, nothing come out of it. I mean, they are not being sincere to us, and as a matter of fact, they are not supposed to be there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio. Hello? Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. I'm Mrs. Ajayi calling from Surulere.
All right, Mrs. Ajayi, go ahead, please.
I want to talk about the SUV matter.
Okay.
The senators, have they constructed their own rules? Because now, the way things look, there has to be separate rules for SUVs and separate rules for ordinary people. We have since forgotten about the COVID incident, where nobody could go out, nobody could come in. All this money they are using to buy SUV. Okay, look at it now. The PDP people in the House of Reps, the LP people over there, none of them has come out to say, look, we don't want it. If you are buying by yourself, our own part of the money, please go and use it to revamp hospital. Go and use it to do something about light, so that everybody will have light. Now, nobody is saying anything. The issue of COVID has not taught us any lesson. Thank God that the air we breathe is free of charge from God. Otherwise, some people would have been saying, here is for these people, is for that people, is for those people. Please, our senators, our reps, they should rise up. They should help us. It's like they are the only ones enjoying. If they refuse to help the poor masses, at the end of the day, their children will still come back to face these poor masses they refuse to help.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ajayi, for calling. I really needed you to land. And I thank you for saying what was on my mind, because I was thinking about it. The first time I brought this story on the Big Three, I was wondering to myself, let's leave the APC out of it, because, that's the government in power. So we like to make them look like the villain. But then we have the opposition. And it's not this time, it's not just one opposition. You have the PDP, you've got the Labour Party, who's supposed to be the poster for the new kind of democracy in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. And then we have the NPP and, some of the newcomers. But they're all there. And none of them, absolutely none of these people, have objected to taking those vehicles. So it makes me really wonder, are we thinking people? I don't want to insult your sense. Maybe we need to help ourselves. I'll let you about that. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Please, I'm going to let you go. This is your line.
Sorry.
All right, listen now. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you?
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Agbowa, Ikorodu.
All right, go ahead, Innocent.
Yep. Since I was born in 80s, Nigeria has been going through a hardship. This is not the first time. So if I'm elected as a senator, this president of Bola, do you think I will not purchase my own official car? They are you. Let them do.
They do what? Sorry.
If those that
they do what?
If it's in their own time.
What does that mean? No. Please tell me that it's crap. It is crap. Let me tell you why it is crap. Yeah, you're the person who's going to call me and tell me that government is not doing anything to help us.
If we're going through hardship for a decade of years.
Okay, so you're not tired. Sorry, you're not tired of the hardship, Abby. Wait, you're not tired. No. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Let's have a conversation. Hold on. Let's have a conversation. You don't care about the hardship.
I care.
So speak for yourself. Don't speak for every other Nigerian. Say I.
Let them go and purchase it for them.
All right. But you see, your sacrifice is just very meager because you're not, as far as I'm concerned, you don't make up the 200 million for that one person that's representing your constituency or your senatorial district. So you're just one tiny minority. So, well, yes, you can resign to fate and say, well, yeah, let them spend the money, it's their time. But this is the reason why we're where we are, isn't it? Well, I might be wrong, go. Who knows? Anyway, I think I've got 2 more minutes. Let me take another call. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, my sister.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Lauren calling you from Ikeja.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Number one on the issue of this vehicle that the lawmakers want to buy. You don't need to blame them because if they that appointed almost 50 ministers started from homemade vehicle here, I think they would have rethink and have conscience. But when the ministers buy their own, look at the one the Minister of FCT is using, and it's right here, number one. So they will follow suit. That is one of the African presidents and say that ban all the ministers from traveling outside and all of them. So if our president is serious on taking down the governance, it should start from them. And when they did not start, the National Assembly is on their own. And second, the issue of 100 and something taxes that these people demand.
Yeah, 159, I think.
It's a welcome development. Yeah. Let them do that. And let them stop this old model of especially locking up market. Trade fair is an international market, and it's affecting Africa. This thing they are doing there. I think they're supposed to think more wiser.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I'm only cutting you because of time. Very important what you said about precedents for those who come after you. Well, let's start by saying that, you know, that little drama that former President Muhammadu Buhari, acted out for when we're talking about cutting the cost of governance. And his vice president did say that they were going to slash their salaries right in the middle, right down to the middle. But then he followed. The Senate didn't. Your governors didn't. So does it really matter? Is our own case just really bad? No hope. Anyway, let me see if I can read the messages. In 40 seconds, we're going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we'll take more of your thoughts and your comments. Let me see if I can one quick. But are there selfish interests? At this austerity time, Nigerians are tightening their belt and making sizes. They're still collecting SUVs, job allowances, and provocative remuneration. Olushoga Ajayi from Odonla Ikorodu, that one. Lagos. We'll take a break. When we back, it's still Hard Facts, and we're still taking our thoughts on the big three.
The closing date of the I Beg to Differ debate editions has now been extended. Secondary students from the age of 13 to 16 can compete for the grand prize, 1 million naira. Registration will now end for October the 27th. Here's the register. Visit our website www.nigeriainfo.com on the homepage and complete the registration. Do not forget to upload a full audio recording of yourself, 2 minutes arguing in favor and 2 minutes arguing against. Successful candidate will be contacted via email. Again, visit nigeriainfo.fm. Click the I Beg to Differ banner on the page to begin your registration.
Hey girl, you and this fan vanille. Don't you ever get tired of it?
I'll let that question slide, because I know you haven't had a while. Vendor, give my friend one family, please.
Wow, it is so creamy
and so tasty. Now see why I can't get enough.
Enjoy the irresistible vanilla flavored frozen milk. Still extra creamy, still extra tasty. Grab yours on the go and enjoy pure refreshment. Fan Vanille, a quality product from Fan Milk Nigeria PLC.
Up to 90,000 can be won every day with Play Loto. For participants will be
there is nothing to happy at.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way it's going.
We distinguish story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Marianne on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, we're back, Lagos. It's still the big three, and we are still looking at the big top stories for today. First is that there's been a recommendation that the government drop 190 taxes so the businesses can breathe. And they're also blaming state governors for, these multiple taxation and, non-regulation. And I'm asking, for those of you who do business, is this the point where you heave a sigh of relief? Or are you going to be an olive twist about it again? The choice is yours. I'm also talking about the Senate's probe of the 11.5 trillion naira spent on rehabilitation of refineries. Yes, I'm asking, will this be followed to a logical conclusion? Is this something that you are going to be very happy about? Is this a welcome development? Are you sure that, this will follow through? Or are you a bit skeptical? But then, is it enough for us? Let's see what they're going to do about it. Or are we supposed to pressure on them? And how do we do that? Also, our third story here says, on the SUV matter, the senators are saying, don't worry, these cars are just for bad roads. Never mind. It's not like we need it. We just want it for, bad road reasons. If the road good, we'd probably never ask for these SUVs. Well, I'm asking, is this enough excuse for you? Does it sit right with you, Lagos? Let's talk. We're talking for development. Don't forget, when you call me, turn down the volume of your radio set as much as possible to make sure that when you call me, you go straight to the point. I'm going to give every single caller 60 seconds. I'm going to spread the love also. Go to social media, Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Don't forget, on Twitter, for me to be able to see your tweet, you have to use the hashtag HotFact. On Facebook, we're live also on YouTube, Nigeria Info 9.3. So drop your comments on our live. I'll be glad to read from you. Let me start with WhatsApp and then I'll, go back to the phone lines. On a lighter note, someone asked who gave him professor. All right, someone says, Marianne, when you hear the Senate want to probe this, probe that, don't received and don't go and there's no probe that has seen closure or benefited the nation on the floor of the Senate. You remember off your mic probe that happened, that concerned Senator Akpabio, who happens to be the Senate president today. Did you do anything from that probe again? Well, I'm asking every time this comes up, where's Professor Day? Where's the DS? What's the EFCC? Them. What the senators want to do concerning turnaround maintenance of these refugees, they just want to have an idea so they can go cut. Simple. Oh, wow. Okay. Adeboyega DG sent us that one. This one says, this Frizz from Ikoyi, today we're buying expensive SUVs because of bad. Maybe the next National Assembly will up choppers and helicopters because of nappers. May God help me. I did not mean to laugh, but it was really. This one says, a drop of taxes by the federal government to come development. What remains to be seen is a significant impact on the economy of the country. Safiano Barry from City. Thank you, Safiano, for your message. This one says, good afternoon, Marianne. The Senate needs SUVs that are Nigeria worthy. Why not have a lot that is worthy of all the Nigerian cars? From Itire. Well, good question. Get to them. This is from Gabriel in Yanoba. He says, honestly, I'm really enjoying your show. Keep it up. Thank you very much. He says, honestly, I'm against the SUVs. The government are not helping us. When will this country stop? Well, it's high time that we, the citizens, confront that. Did you see when I asked about pressure? Yeah, when I talked about pressure, I'm going to just say, let's see how it goes. Or you mount pressure. All right, this is good afternoon, Marianne. Probing of maintenance of refineries is like demons accusing each other of being weak. How do you guys come up with these things? He says, on use of two exorbitant vehicles at a time when inflation seems to be out of control, prices of things are too high. This is wickedness and oppression of Nigerians. Saying it's because of bad road. Whose fault is it? They or the citizens that they organize daily. Nigerians will not change until you make things. So you mean Nigeria will never change until we make things change? It's like it started with Obi during the elections. Jeremiah in Ikeja. Thank you. Action says, good afternoon, Marianne. No lawmaker is against SUVs. You can see now that all our positions are the same across all parties. APC, PDP, LP, lawmakers, all of them. There in the National Assembly for their own personal and selfish interest. Timothy from Ikorodu. You're preaching to the choir. All right, let's move away from that. I'll take one more message. And don't forget, please, you can join the conversation if you're listening to us outside of the country via map or on our website. Please feel free to we're on Skype, Nigeria Info. Call us. Would like to hear from you. The statement by the so-called senator is what I call an act of Iberiberism. It's also a statement from the land of, kangaroos. Jonathan from Magboro. The land of kangaroos is like Australia. That's where you have like really huge kangaroos. I'm just saying. All right. This one says our lawmakers have failed the young generation of young generations, obviously youth. They should have contacted innocent vehicles. I'm sure you mean innocent, to produce the SUVs for them. Doing so will bring down the dollar rate. The economy can only grow when we start to use our made in Nigeria stuff. Musa Rabiu, thank you for your message. This one says one of those who supposed to have been probing or been probed during the Off Your Mic saga is today's Senate president. And you think the Senate, headed by these people, will do anything reasonable? A battery can never produce good fruits. Thank you, Simon. Wow. This person that sent me 10 paper. Well done, no. I cannot read it. Don't be angry. I'm going to go back to the phone lines, but first, let's make a quick stop on Twitter. Let's see what you have here on Twitter. Don't forget, when you're tweeting at us, use the hashtag hard facts, okay? Joey Sheggs here on Twitter says SUVs are for bad roads. It clearly shows that they don't have plans of fixing bad roads. What happened to the IVM SUVs? Sorry, that message disappeared. Of innocent motors. Okay. They're just enriching themselves using problems of the country which they caused as an excuse. Okay. Esther Bolly here on Twitter says the Senate's excuse is the lamest excuse ever heard in my life. Worse off is when I hear fellow Nigerians passing through these hard times shy away from the truth, making a case for them. So we the masses should fix the bad roads. Is using taxpayers' monies for their comfortability the best way to go? I guess they need to answer that question, Esther. This one says, as regards the SUVs, as if they are not one state governors, why are they complaining about bad roads? This statement has disqualified them. I beg Nigerians should keep this until 2007. We don't need these kinds to return. Thank you, Sonship the King on Twitter. JX Shegs here says, on the drop of taxes or drop in taxes, it's because they have no plan to work on daily increase of the dollar. Okay, I'll move away from that. Let me see what's happening on Facebook. You know, I like to spread the love. I make sure that everyone who's contributing, who's participating in the conversation, gets heard. So let's go to Facebook quickly, and then we'll come back to the phone lines. I can see all of the lines are green. All right, here on Facebook Live, Chuku Godwin says nothing will come out of the probe of the refinery. SUVs for bad roads. Why more problems? Okay, Eda Godwin, thank you. Okay, Ernest Okpara says, okay, if you don't pronounce my name well, I'm not reading this message. Yeah. Sam Weezy COKK here says, I don't know, say you find like this. Yeah, you guys are not serious. All right. Let me read some more messages on Facebook and then we can go back to our phone lines. Ugu Ikechuku says, if SUVs are for bad roads, then it implies that the bad roads will not be put in order by this government. This is one of the evidence of leadership deficiency, and that's a sign of putting the wrong people in there. Okay. Upward Fanadan says, that means we will continue to have bad roads, though, even when we have the resources to fix them. Fixing the bad roads for the benefit of all and buying expensive SUVs for few persons in an impoverished society, which is more economically benefiting. Francis Kajithan here says, the drop in taxes is a good development, but SUVs for bad roads they neglected is absurd and pretty laughable. And I totally agree. Adebayo says, those SUVs safe. Abasi, I can't read this message. I bet I'm not there. Back to the phone lines. 993. If you are watching us or listening from outside of the country, please feel free to join the conversation via Skype. And also for Nigeria Info on Skype, okay? If you are watching our live stream, please send us a message. On YouTube live stream, Samuel Uzoile says, asking Koboko not shout. It's like asking a baby not to cry. As he began, I thought you would maintain the calm tempo, but before you knew it, he zoomed off. Koboko is an interesting guy. You know? All right, back to the phone lines. We've got 8 minutes on the clock. Let's do justice. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, please.
Okay, good. Quick one. The former Minister of Works, whenever they need their press meeting, he will announce trillions of canals approved to fix this road, so road. And that from Admiral Duffy that always call to him kudos. I want to hear what they will say about that referendum, say because of bad roads, they want to be SUV. So the former Minister of Works, all those trillions and billions, where did he put those money? Why complain about bad roads? And actually, did you hear when you buy from the did you hear that?
Well, is it shocking?
He says because of his people. Oh,
is it
and
shocking?
It's a lie. All the charges against him, EFCC dropped it. Same acting of PDP and Labour people. People are saying, dog, not the dog. Okay, what time? So the ball is in our court.
Okay.
When we are ready, we'll know jail and go.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Please call back. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Miriam.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Adesha,
where are you calling from? Adesha, baby.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said this morning to Mr. Kofi, the thing not just palatable to the ears. If they really want or something that can work on this bad, they should get an ammo tank. So that we know that yes, because if they put SUVs on these roads, if they know that yes, these roads are bad, we should know. They won't be able to SUVs. Look at it, and it was so bold to even speak. That's what is really. Sometimes the thing just rack my head. The people that they talk to, we know. Not be saying this now. For crying out loud. I don't think these people buy rice in Jericho.
But what are you going to do about it? All I hear is complaints. What do you do about it? Because I'm guessing all of these people are representing each and every one of us. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to sit? And what?
Miriam, what do you think we should do about it? We should go out and start protesting.
I can't tell you what to do.
So I don't encourage violence or protest or anything. But they need to just sit down and have context of where they are.
Okay. All right. Adesha, thank you very much for calling. It's funny when people say, what do you want us to do? What we do on this show every day is educate you about your rights, tell you about what the law says, etc., etc. And we just go on talking about these things, saying them in different ways. And yet you ask us what you should do. I'm guessing that if you have someone who's representing you and taxpayers' monies is used to better their lot and your lot is not getting better, I shouldn't tell you what to do. I shouldn't tell you, except maybe you're not tired, except maybe hardship never flog you, except maybe you're still okay with, how bad the situation of things are. Then suit yourself, but don't ask me what to do. No, sir, I'm not going to help you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Mary.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This Market Woman.
Market Woman, how you doing?
Even the people that came out that, this government, what happened to them at the toll gate, Mary? What happened to them? You know why these things keep on happening in this country? The people that is supporting bad in this country, there are so many. If not, there are people that want to come out. So when they send their people against those the few people that want this country to good, what will happen to those people? That is what you should be thinking
Market
about.
Woman, can I disagree with you a bit? I don't think that the people. I don't think that the people who. No. I don't think that. No. Calm down now. Calm down. Let me. Calm down. There's no need to shout. Calm down. Calm down. Let me say something. You can go ahead and say what you have to say. I'm not stopping you. What I'm saying is, I don't agree that those of us who want good to happen to us are a tiny minority. I don't agree.
I agree with it.
No, I don't agree.
Yes, because
We're many, but then many of us would rather stay in our homes and complain and let a few people be the heroes for us.
Every day is too much. They
Okay.
want it like that.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Thank you.
I like it how we play the victim all the time, but then we're looking for every other person to be the hero, but we don't want to be heroes. We just want to complain and then hide in our tiny rooms and throw our hands up in the air or throw in the towel. Well, newsflash. Well, that bad politician is counting on you just continuing to complain because they don't sabi you now finish. Say now only complain if you complain. You're not going to do anything about it, and they're still going to get their cars and several other things that they might get, and that's still going to hurt you. Unfortunately, they don't sabi you now finish. Yeah, I said it. Hello.
Hello.
Please turn off your radio. I'll say it one time.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to disappoint me.
Chineyewa, go ahead, please.
Well, I think I have the solution to this problem.
Genge.
Yes, I have solution to Nigerian problem. We have been complaining. Now, hear me out. See the solution. The solution now is if you people will give us, we read the news, give us the update, we hear everything, you open the phone line, nobody will talk. Everybody will just keep quiet. We'll do it like one week. You see all these people, they will come. They will be running extra scatter. They'll be confused. They will come and say, what is happening? These people are not talking again. That's when they will remember what to do. They will do the right thing. That is the solution. That is the only thing.
So a quiet strike.
Yes. Strike.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Chineyewa, for calling. I've got just 1 minute, so I'm going to deal with the messages that are coming in. Someone sent me a message, and I want to read it out because it's very funny. The person says, since they are buying the cars for bad roads, then why did they not buy Hilux or Caterpillar that is cheaper and is more rugged? And then the person goes ahead to say, Marianne, if you were in the Senate, would you reject the SUV? Yes, now. Is this a joke? They should give me the money. I know what to do for my constituency. Give me the money. I don't want the car. Give me the money. But they no go agree make I go Senate. He now says that Prado will look good on you. It's okay. I don't need it. All right. Someone here says, I'm trying to look at the clock while I'm reading these messages. Good afternoon, Ma. What are they doing with SUV cars? What millions of naira is that the thing will help? I'm sure you're saying these millions would help the country. You have to think well before they start spending monies or necessarily. For me, I'm sure you mean unnecessarily. For me, it's not right, and I think it's not a good idea. Okay, thank you very much for sending us that message, even though I can't see your name. I'll take one more. This one says, the roads are bad, but rather than task the executive for a solution, our lawmakers would want a better situation for themselves. Which better vehicle to drive past the masses? There's a difference in our collective reason as a people, especially between the privileged few. Well, that's an unfortunate reality of Nigerians. Someone is saying I'm not reading all messages because you're sending me 10 paper. I've got Lagos, unfortunately. He says he's tired of the trending news. Anyway, we've got to go. When we come back on the other side, we'll be talking on the glass about girl-child education. Stay with us.
Boys and girls of the city of Lagos is now been extended. Yes, the closing for the I Beg to Differ debate auditions has now been extended. Secondary students from the ages 13 to 16 can still compete for the grand prize of 1 million naira because the registration will now end on Friday, October the 27th. The process for registration has not changed. Visit our website www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage and complete the registration form. Do not forget to upload a 4-minute audio of yours arguing for and arguing against a given topic. Successful candidate will still be contacted via the email, either that of yourself or your parents. Again, remember the website is nigeriainfo.fm. That is www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage and begin your journey to registration and probably 1 million naira.
This is an infomercial.
Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. Hard facts, Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Facts with Marianne Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The home of entertaining conversations.
I personally think Liverpool of last season that lost the title were better. My personal opinion.
Somebody has the virus, refuse to isolate. Even attempted murder, in my opinion, because you know how dangerous this virus is. I refuse to do the right thing.